Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another chaotic, uh, ridiculous Wednesday in this horrible cyberpunk dystopia. My name is Jonathan Kenny, your director for the evening, and these are the magical girls, the MGs, that are definitely not traumatized by their experiences.
Not yet. I'm not MG yet. You can't make me.
About to sign some paperwork, buddy, but,
No.
yeah. Let's, yeah, what happened last time? A lot of stuff happened last time. First of all, we had to deal with, possibly a runaway train that,
We fist fought a train. Well, we didn't
you
fist fight a train. Dottie fist fought a train.
body fist fought a train.
I was also
Um,
there.
Everybody was there because of the whims
I
of
caught
fate.
a train.
Hayden caught a train.
I caught one.
I watched a train.
You helped catch the train, to be fair. And then the train tried to get away on the ground. But that didn't go too far, and it screamed at everybody a little bit more. Everybody heard some voices, you know. And somebody might have gone into Eclipse while someone else got out of Eclipse. After taking care of the runaway train and saving pretty much everyone on it with a few casualties. Surprisingly, not necessarily because of Dottie this time. Everybody went home to defrag, except for Bin, who, thanks to their trauma, was not able to defrag. They have some corruption going on in their body at the moment, and they'll have to take care of that before they can maybe not be terrible anymore. But with that and everybody going to sleep and dealing with the consequences of their trauma and their actions, Bin apparently decided that they'd had enough and were going to request a transfer. Went into the lovely place where their boss lives, basically, works, and said, hey, I'd like to go somewhere else. And he was like, let me stop you right there. Got some paperwork for you to file. And it was paperwork to become an MG. And that is where we left off. So, why don't we just jump right into that? Why don't we? We jump back into the fancy schmancy office in Uptown Phoenix. And Eskel
You and
is...
your snackies.
Everybody's got their snacks, and Eskel is looking at Bin, waiting for him to sign the papers.
This for someone else?
Bin, let's not make this more difficult than it has to be.
I'm not an MG. I'm not signing this.
You have MG tech in you.
Okay. That's not my fault, nor was that in the paperwork that my mom signed. It was expressly supposed to be non-MG tech.
And yet here we are.
And yet here we are, so I'm not signing that. I will stay as a PA, or I'll take a demotion if you need me to. I'm not becoming an MG.
He just kind of reclines in his chair. Bin, I don't think you understand the tentative position you find yourself in. You see, regardless of whether you meant for this technology to wind up inside of you, the fact remains that it is. Just like with Dottie, how she was not meant to have any MG tech in her, and yet some of it magically found its way in. So, as of right now, someone could say that you have essentially stolen a proprietary Phoenix tech. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to send you off to the hill. I think that you could be much better use helping out us and helping your friends. So you might be on the rocks with them, apparently.
Why would I help them?
Well, you've spent quite a bit of time with them, haven't you? That tends to engender feelings of familiarity.
You would think, but yet they still tried to disassemble me.
That sounds like, that does sound like something Vaughn would do, but at the same time, I also feel like it's something that you guys can talk out.
Can't you just take the MG tech out of me? Why would you put so much of your money that you've already put into my body on the line to save people?
Finn. He looks at you like... You can almost see the hint of something akin to... A gracious person would call it pity. You really want us to just, take that tech out of you? You don't want to be an MG so bad, we'll just take the offending hardware out of your body?
I see what it does to people. I see what you've done to people with MG tech. I'm willing to help be a cog, but I ain't gonna be a fucking shiny new toy.
Why don't you go ahead and make me, well, that's an analyze check.
Sure. God, if I wasn't in Eclipse, I wouldn't be such a bitch right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck. Please? Hello? There we go.
6. You look at your boss. You've been with him for a number of years now. You are pretty sure that you know his moods, the way that he thinks. And you can see a million calculations going on behind his eyes. All of which you know are risk cost analyses. He is weighing the amount of money that is in you against the amount of goodwill that the corporation has against the amount of damage that you could do if you decided to do something with all of the insider information that you have.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to leave it up to a fortune roll what his decision with that is. Okay. He says, "You know what? You're right. We do indeed have a procedure to remove MG tech, and if it is that problematic to you, we can go ahead and schedule the operation for you. Have to make sure there's an opening in the schedule, but we can get into that hopefully before the end of the week. Maybe as early as tomorrow if I pull in a few favors. And then we can talk about that the transfer or demotion. Does that sound agreeable?"
I'm not living to the end of the week if I say no, correct?
Finn, I know there's a lot of really bad press that goes around about the suits, but I'm not going to kill you just because you don't want to be an MG. We don't force people to work for us. Certainly, we don't force them to take on jobs that they don't want unless they have perhaps committed crimes, and that's the only way that they can make up for what they've done. Maybe that's a bit meta of me, looking at certain people, but
No, you don't.
that last sentence was not real.
No, you don't kill people. But accidents happen all the time. I would know because I've helped make a couple.
Do you have any intention of going out over to Siren and letting out as many insider secrets that you might have learned?
No, why the hell would I do that?
Exactly. Regardless of whatever other problems may have occurred within the last month or so, you have always been an asset to this company, and it would be very remiss of me to take such an asset and throw it away. So, I'm not going to force you to do something you don't want to do. And if that leads to you getting a demotion or a transfer over to somewhere else, then so be it.
God, he's in a clip, so of course this fucker's gonna do this. Okay.
If it's too difficult for you to work directly with your friends, but you still want to help them out in some way, we can find some sort of remote working opportunity that you could do some good in.
Here. I have a counter proposal. I find out exactly what was put in me by Simon himself, and then I will decide on if I want to sign this paperwork or if we have it removed. I'll put in the work, I'll put in the money. All you need to do is hold off on me signing this paperwork for, let's say, what, a week and a half?
Deal. Grasp your hand very tightly and let you go. Well, I'm glad that we could come to a resolution about all this. Now, if you don't mind, I think that I have an appointment in 1 minute and 37 seconds, so if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Have a good morning, Mr. Novak.
You as well.
He walks out.
Hayden is right up against the door.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Hayden!
Hello.
Did you fucking
How?
listen to that?
How did it go? No, his doors are sealed. I couldn't hear anything.
His doors absolutely are hermetically sealed.
Yeah, like I couldn't hear. I did try. Sorry.
He looks back at Eskel before stepping out and closing the door.
I'm sorry, sir.
He just gives kind of a long-suffering sigh as the two of you leave, and he gets ready for his next appointment.
Teacher's mad.
He said he has an appointment in 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say on my end? Who's it with?
You don't have his schedule anymore. His secretary wrote it out for him now.
I'm gonna go to the secretary, motherfucker. Give me his schedule. I'm still his PA. I'm still God's favorite little PA.
Okay, how are you trying to convince the secretary to give you his schedule?
I'm
Yeah?
trying to figure out how to word this in a way that will let me roll the specific type of thing that I want to roll.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe confess?
Correct. I'm trying to figure out, and I think I got it. Hayden will see a switch flip on Ben. It looks very Eskel-like in the way that he just turns on this manipulation. And he just kind of leans over to the secretary and goes, I understand that you were doing the schedule for today, and I know that it's probably a lot of work and everything. It's what? It's your first time doing this type of stuff, or like it just first few times? Not.
Oh, well, I've worked for other CEOs besides Mr. Novak before.
Gotcha. But like, I mean, his stuff is so filled up and busy. I'm just wondering, like, how do you do it? Because I know I have a certain way of doing things, but I want to learn some tips and tricks from you.
Go ahead and roll confess.
Hayden's just watching. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Dang.
Almost a critical.
Give me the schedule, bitch.
She gives you back a fairly vapid smile, and she kind of like turns the screen around where you can see that she's been working, and says, "Well, you know, I tend to myself. I like to rather than go diegetically down like the line of the time. I like to go via which and just going into
goes on, yeah.
goes on and on, which while she's talking to you about her particular way of keeping a schedule, it does give you the opportunity to look around and look at the schedule, which is pulled up. Mr. Novak's first meeting today is a shareholder meeting with Phoenix. There's a few other meetings with a bunch of other suits that I'll say you would have to roll analyze to see if there's anything out of the ordinary here.
There should be one out of the ordinary in the evening.
Well, yes, there is a section, a slice cut out for dinner with Dottie.
with his eye. It's not noticeable, but he does take a photo of it with his eye.
Wink.
Winky.
Wink.
Yeah, he just blinks, and he now has that in his hard drive.
Get those receipts.
Hayden can't read any of it. It just looks like
Hayden's illiterate.
No!
Confirmed.
No! He just doesn't know how to read schedules because they're just told to him. He doesn't actually know how to read them.
That's weird. There's like a bunch of little rectangles in there.
I'm gonna do analyze to see if there's any specific groups that are
What?
weird, especially because I find out that apparently the stuffs that I thought were normal were weird in Vaughn's eyes. So, well, technically in my eyes because she pulled it out.
I get it.
I don't see shit. Anyway,
it does mostly look the same as the schedules that you've made up for Mr. Novak in the past. Nothing jumps out at you, at least in this moment, other than the obvious dinner with Dottie.
Got it. He thanks the secretary with sickeningly sweet smile, just, turning on the charm. And as soon as they leave the room, face drops and he's walking.
That was impressive.
What was?
She talks a lot.
You just need to know how to work people, especially as a PA. And when you've been Esco's PA for over a decade, you pick up a couple of tricks.
Okay. Well, it was cool. And he looks like he's not entirely sure if he used that word correctly.
Good job, bro.
Bro. Buddy.
Alright, so it seems I have a week to find Simon.
What? The guy who did all the...
Yeah.
Eskel asked you to do this?
No, Eskel asked me to be an MG.
I suppose it makes... What did you say?
No.
That also makes sense. And he
I
was...
said... he was not happy with me about it. Accidents happen all the time, and I suspect that he was going to figure out a way to make a surgery botch.
like... like kill you?
Yeah, I was gonna ask to have him remove my MG tech, but I know cost effectively it doesn't make sense for them to just take it out and let me continue working my normal day-to-day. Especially after what I've seen.
Just the MG tech?
Yes. That's why I was probably going to die under the knife, so I said, let's make a compromise.
Okay.
So I have a week to find Simon and to have Simon tell me exactly what he put in my body to see if I'll suck it up and be an MG. I'm gonna keep working with all of you.
How can I help?
Help me track down Simon.
Yeah, how do we do that?
Well, last place he was in the hill, I believe. And he finally got let out, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
About 2 weeks ago. I've been doing some preliminary searches on narrowing down the areas where he could possibly be, but there's nothing, which is suspicious in its own right. Dax has also been on this.
Okay.
Dax wants to kill him.
And we don't want to do that.
Well, I need information first.
Okay. Would you like to have Vaughn and Dottie assist?
Yeah, if they want. I'm pretty sure Vaughn would love to disassemble him too.
Okay. Great. That is a step forward, and I'll take it. What? So what's next?
We go back to the apartment. And I
Great.
get ready. And I get ready for a dinner.
A dinner?
Smash cut over to brunch.
No, we can't just smash cut over to brunch after that.
Yeah, of course we can.
I don't think we
That's the
can.
perfect time to do a smash cut.
I know where you are, bitch. I'll find you.
That's the perfect time to do a smash cut.
I just assume the morning starts with Vaughn getting up just a smidge too late. Like, hit snooze too many times on her alarm. And Dottie is still just passed the fuck out.
Oh, I was gonna say Dottie's waiting for breakfast.
Oh.
Vaughn!
He wants to go
Vaughn.
say hi to Dax.
Vaughn!
My god!
Vaughn.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm fucking up!
Vaughn!
I opened the door. Can you fucking stop?
You said we were going to brunch.
Yeah.
It's time for brunch.
Oh my god. Why don't you text Dax and ask where he is? May I put on pants?
Go to brunch with
Yep.
pants.
God.
You go put pants on. You send a message out to Dax, who lets you know the spot where he is. A nice little, like, diner in Lower Dryad. And you quickly you can't take the monorail this time.
Wonder who did that.
Call it
that particular line is still under renovation after
I wonder why.
everything that happened.
It's crazy.
So you take the company car and drive over as quickly as you can. And it looks out of place, which makes it look like it's meant to be there. This old style diner that has, like, booths with the blindingly teal back seats.
Hell yeah.
And the
Checkerboard. Oh,
yeah, the menu is probably just like, tell us how you want the eggs, and that's the only kind of that's the only way alterations that they'll do.
Oh,
You
you
see-
don't want pork bacon? Fucking shame. Suffer.
kind of like those
Um,
breakfast places, though.
While we are traveling, I am personally texting Dax, like, don't tell Dottie what I said to Bin. Before we get there.
Dax says, I like my ass where it is, thanks. You show up and you see Dax in one of the booths waiting for you too.
Dottie will wave as she walks over.
How's it going?
I'm hungry.
Okay, well, you came to the right place then.
Have you, like, always been this rabid for food?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to make a joke about she's eating for two now. Her and the MG Tech.
Ah. It's like, nope, explain that one.
The three of you sit down, order greasy food that comes out really quick. Dax gets a steak and eggs.
That's a choice.
What?
That's my brother.
Just because it's brunch means I can't get steak?
I mean, look at the steak, though. It's like,
Yeah.
I know
Right.
they overcooked it.
Yeah, and
All
it still
right.
tastes good.
All right, carry on.
Do you see how much grease is in your eggs? You don't come here because you want the finest stuff in Dryad. You come here because you want some greasy slop to get into your stomach, you know?
It's like that burger place you took me to.
Yes. My God, I think there was more grease than burger.
Hey,
heard you
it's
all
been a
had,
couple weeks. I don't remember why we had this meeting. Was it?
Well, what are you better?
Mean.
Oh, you don't either.
Cork!
Cork. What the fuck do you mean? You've been talking about this like every. I have not.
Cork!
Listen, I remember that we were
They
supposed
eat
to get
brunch
breakfast.
and then they leave, and nothing important
I
happens.
think it was maybe because help me with Bin. I
was-
Yeah, no,
I pissed them off.
You asked specifically Dax. You asked Dax specifically, hey, I need help figuring out how to fix this. And then, in the same fucking breath, on the drive over, you went, we shouldn't talk about it.
Listen, okay. If we could just talk about it and not say the words, that would be neat. Because, like, we were still fighting before I said the stuff. Vaughn is a little
broken.
bit stupid.
Is it Vaughn? Is it Vaughn? Yes.
Devon, she said.
God.
It's-
Great. So Dottie's eating.
Dax is eating.
Hair, I guess.
Eventually, he's just like looks over. And he's like, "So, are we gonna talk about it? We're not gonna
Oh
talk
my
about
god,
it."
okay.
What are we talking about?
Okay, I pissed off Bin. Like, I was looking for information that helps. That helped, by the way. That was important information. I may have like opened up his eyeball though to do it. And then, you know, he yelled at me later that day.
You don't say.
And then I said the thing. But mostly the first part is what I wanted help fixing.
Well, I mean, I ripped out his heart twice, so it can't be worse than that.
Can you help us with that too?
Huh?
You know, quite frankly, it's a miracle that Ben even still interacts with the two of you after that. But,
That's, I mean, I don't know that they do.
look, I love them, and frankly, you stepped on probably the biggest trigger that they have. Ben's body has never belonged to them, you know? Ever since they found that heart murmur, he's essentially just been a puppet or like a training dummy for whatever the corpos wanted to do to him. So, for you to go and just treat him just like they did is probably not the best thing you could have done.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. I got carried away, and I am trying to
that.
apologize, and I'm not sure what to do.
How did you even do it?
A screwdriver?
No. I meant.
Clip it. Clip it and
Pee
ship it.
myself.
Clip it and ship it. Put that shit in quotes.
I can't, hold on.
I'm so glad that we are so productive here tonight. Just
Okay. I meant, how did you do it without him knowing?
Oh, he was asleep.
Fuck on.
Alright,
Vaughn
Dottie,
is
it ain't
not
that
laughing. God.
funny. Alright,
Uh,
They're
it'd
like
be perfect.
weirdly protective of my father.
Well, for about 20 years now, or at least for the last 5 or so that they've been working for Eskel. Kind of. Listen, I don't mean to make this into a thing where it's like you're the CEO's daughter, you've never known strife or anything like that, but when you live down here, getting even to go up there is something that not everybody gets to do. So working right under a man that's basically rules this entire city feels like the most kind of upward mobility anybody could ever reach for. So, yeah, is Eskel a shithead? Definitely. But he's a shithead that made it so that Finn could pay bills and not die. You know?
I'm not arguing that what I did wasn't wrong. I just need to figure out how to fix it.
I don't think there's gonna be an easy way for you to go and fix this. I'm sorry if you were hoping for, like, buy him some Twinkies and then everything will be okay. Or tikka
No, I
masala,
wasn't
you know.
expecting. Okay, well,
The best I can give you is just listen to them. Let them know that you understand where they were coming from and that you genuinely understand what you did was wrong and how you plan to not go about breaking their trust again. And then waiting, which I know is gonna suck for someone like you to have to wait, but it's gonna be something that they'll have to wait and see whether you're honest or not, because words are just words. Words are what got Ben where they are today.
they were trying to get a transfer. And if that goes through, I'm not going to be able to talk to him at all. So.
Well, then guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Also, what's the deal with the Simon stuff?
What about it?
I mean, we were gonna meet up about it before, and then Ben found out he was out anyway. Do you two have like a plan to do something, or is he gonna come
didn't-
looking for Ben?
Who the hell knows what a psycho like that's thinking? Frankly, I was hoping that Ben would never hear about it and that I'd be able to take care of it myself, but that's, chicken has apparently flown the coop. So all I can do is, whatever happens, make sure that Ben doesn't come out of it worse than they were before. that means I gotta make a deal with the devil to do it, then I will.
Oh, look at Dottie. Like, what is he talking about?
I don't know nothing about Simon.
I mean,
What?
that if I have to go back to Pyra to take care of this asshole, I'll do it.
Dottie leans in really, really close to Vaughn and goes, Pyra kills people.
Okay, I got that.
Oh, okay. Well, you looked confused.
Ben just like got you back, and you got Dottie back, or whatever. And I don't. My cats are screaming outside. I don't know. I don't want you to go getting yourself killed or whatever.
I don't plan on being the one that dies, but I would wind up owing Pyra probably a few more years of my life.
Just do what I did. Get arrested. That was my way out of the pearls.
And how did
no
that
offense.
work?
Yeah, no offense, Dottie, but after seeing how you came out of the hill, I'm not too keen on going there myself. Love you, but it's not somewhere that's it ain't no pleasure cruise.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Do you think that stuff we just discussed would also cover the thing I said? Should I make a separate apology about that?
That one. Can you remind me exactly what you said? It's
Yeah, word for word it. Court.
You know, I don't remember even the context of it at this point. Trying to fix stuff with Ben and help him out, and I said, should I just fuck you?
oh
too?
right. Right.
Oopsie.
Oh my god, I fully forgot about that. I completely forgot about that.
Ben
Lived in my
just
head rent
like
free for 2 weeks.
Oh my god. That's so bad.
Ben just like sucks air between his teeth and is just like,
Dax, you mean?
yeah, Dax.
Fucking Ben's on it. Yeah.
Ben's suddenly there.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I can say you probably shouldn't actually fuck him. 'Cause
What?
I don't.
Okay.
Thanks, big bro. Thanks.
What?
No, don't
Wait,
worry
whoa, whoa,
about
whoa.
it.
What did you say, Vaughn?
Some things were said in the heat of the moment. You know, I don't have perfect memory about what exactly I. Don't worry about it.
You're gonna fuck Ben?
No! No.
Well-
No.
I don't understand. Dax, what did she say?
The best I think you're gonna get the same results from the other part. I don't think there's much else you can do about it.
Cool.
So no one's gonna tell me, or... Dax! Tell me. What did she
Dottie.
say?
Daddy,
What?
do you remember when we were kids and we'd say dumb shit to each other all the time?
Yeah.
And we'd be really pissed off at each other, and then the next day we'd go back to just being siblings again?
Yeah.
Now take that, but imagine two people that aren't actually related.
Eek.
So, the short of it is that Vaughn said something really fucking stupid that she didn't mean, because she was looking for something that she could dig a knife into, and she found it, and didn't have the good luck in history to go back on her word. That's all it is.
Yeah, that sounds like Vaughn. then she just goes back to eating.
Okay.
As you guys are like getting near the end of your brunch, I think at one point, Dax is gonna go. I need to hit the bathroom real quick. Vaughn, could you come with me?
To the bathroom.
To the bathroom?
To the bathroom?
Not to the same bathroom, just
Sure, I could piss.
Can I come? Like, can I come? Can I come? Can I come?
Let's all go to the bathroom. Let's all go take a
Dottie,
piss.
don't
Yeah.
make me like take all our bags and shit. Can you just I'll go pee.
yeah,
and
Dottie,
then...
make sure that our stuff doesn't get stolen or nothing.
You guys get to go piss and I don't.
'Cause you're still you're into your third steak and eggs, all right? We both
Just
finished by
like
now.
yourself, handsome.
Unwell. This is what happens when you don't play for too long.
Yeah. He heads over to the bathroom with Vaughn.
We laugh because the trauma's about to hit us. So
Yeah. And then of course doesn't actually go in the bathroom, just kind of like pulls you around the corner away from where Dottie can see you. And is just like, listen, I don't want Dottie to get caught up in this bullshit either. This shit with Ben, with Simon. I don't want Dottie to get stuck back in with the tarnished pearls or anything like that. So I would really appreciate if you don't have to help me either, but I would appreciate you maybe do what you can to keep them off my trail so that I can deal with Simon alone.
Dottie and Ben?
I can deal with Ben. And Dottie, I love her, but she's a bit more of a loose cannon.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Thanks. And he just like reaches out and grabs you in like a really tight hug.
Just awkwardly pat his back. I'm sorry I brought it up in front of her. I wasn't trying to
Pulls
do
back.
anything.
He pulls back, but he's still got his hands like around your elbows. And it's just like, no, it's all right. Needed to be said, I guess. You are a very intelligent woman, and I appreciate what you're doing.
You know, I do my best. Sometimes I'm pretty, to quote Ben, you are so smart, but I need you to stop doing things that are so fucking stupid, so.
Well, I've got the stupid part down, at least. Maybe not the smart part so much.
I will help you if you need it, though.
Thank you. And he just kind of like raises one of his hands up to your cheek and just kind of like brushes like a little smear of something that you got on your cheek away. Smiles, lets you go, and then walks back to the table with Dottie.
I am gonna piss, though.
Yes.
don't fuck my brother.
That's too
Oh, she gonna fuck your brother.
Fuck him.
I'll fuck your dad. How about that?
Dottie already did.
I already did that.
Yeah. That ship has sailed, Ben. Sorry.
Fuck.
No, wait. If we've got Hayden and Ben as like the shoulder angel and devil, which is which? Because
I'm the devil.
I don't know. That felt that what Hayden just said sounded pretty
yeah,
That
devil.
was
No.
me.
Okay.
That was Danny.
That was Danielle. Okay. Hayden goes, "What are you talking about?" Mess him up.
So after you piss, head back to the table. You guys settle your check and get ready to leave and go do your chores for the day, your obligations.
oh no.
As you're leaving, Dax pulls Dottie into a really tight hug as well.
You guys have fun pissing together?
Jesus.
They were actually really thin walls, so we had a pretty good conversation.
Disgusting! Okay, goodbye!
And you all go your several ways.
Zingers this game, y'all.
Jesus Christ. I don't want to do my obligation, Jonathan.
Too
keep
damn bad.
Yeah.
I can't have any arguments with you. I'm sorry. You can't have any ties with me.
No ties, please.
No ties, please.
I
You know what? Let's start with Bin. Let's start with Bin.
Oh, no, I don't wanna.
Too bad. So for your obligation, you roll Sun. So it involves scary people or circumstances or is physically taxing. What is Bin's obligation today after everything that's happened?
Probably because he did say that, like, he had a week. He probably has to go back to the precinct and start asking around for, like, old case files. And Ben is ACAB, so he doesn't like cops, and those are big, scary people.
Yeah, and these are all like most of the newbies that are in Myrmidon are pencil pushers at this point. Most of the day-to-day like physical crime work is done by automation. Anytime that there's a fight or a ticket that needs to be issued, it's just a fucking like a camera taking a picture or a robot breaking up a fight. There are, however, from when everything with Simon happened, that was before most of the automation happened. So you've got the few like old school cops that are still in there that you have to go talking to because they're the only ones who know where these files are.
Yeah, and also, like, Ben doesn't like being attached to this case, so
Sure.
he's not a big fan of having to do stuff with this case, so...
Yep. So go ahead and roll
Alright.
Sun. And remember, you're taking stress in reverse at this point.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to fucking do it, Jonathan.
Right. So that is 4 stress for Ben. We can also make this part of a not a gather information role, but a long-term project if you want it to be part of the same thing.
Yeah, because I do have a
'Cause
long-term
this is
project.
your long-term project of where is Simon.
Yeah, and I think that one would be...
You're having to deal mostly with people for this one, it feels like, so...
I was gonna say confess.
Confess. I think that makes sense, because you're going to these cops and being like, hey, I'm the guy that you just let out, like, the one that he killed my parents, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll let you roll
say.
confess for...
Okay.
But it
Just
is
away.
super duper stressful, and you're getting, like, more into this wretched feeling.
I have 4 more left before I'm dead.
Not necessarily dead, you just can't be an MG anymore. Anyway, go ahead and roll confess. 5, so that's
Okay,
2
5.
more ticks on the clock. So essentially looking up the old case files, you're looking up like Simon's old haunts, places that he might reasonably have gone to after being released. these cops obviously can't go looking for him because, well, he went to jail and he served his time.
served
and
his
now
sentence,
he's-
yeah.
Yeah. So as far as they're concerned, you're just a concerned citizen that's looking into like their own history and background, but they can't
Yeah, because
help.
he technically was not a suspect due to wibbly wonky shit.
Right.
He was considered the caretaker on that stuff.
Right.
So,
But you looking at like all of the places in here, like some of them have been torn down, some of them have been reutilized as other kinds of buildings and businesses. So it's narrowing down the search, but it is not fully clear to you where he could be found at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, that is your lovely obligation. Starboy,
oh,
what will you be rolling? What is your obligation today?
My obligation. Well,
So
I
it's
have.
either sun or moon.
Yeah, I have one little transcendent dot in moon. Does that mean I can
No,
only
that
fix
that does not contribute to your resistance
Okay.
rolls. Only the first action
Um,
dot does.
Mm, would because he's kind of like velcroing himself to Ben today.
Mhm.
So I don't know if he would have been because like they didn't get a schedule today, so like I don't know if he would have gotten any other obligation. Because if he's following Ben around, it's probably Moon. But I don't know if there's anything separate you'd like me to do.
No, if what you feel like is your obligation is you did say you were going to help Ben, so your obligation today is to follow Ben around and help. So yeah, you can go ahead and roll moon for that.
Okay. Okay.
That is 2 stress,
Cool.
which you won away from Eclipse.
Great. So fun.
We're all doing great today, aren't we?
Everything is fine.
It's not super stressful. You're not the one that's really having to deal with these people. You're mostly just you're the muscle. You're the one that's standing in the background being like, "Yeah, I'm also here to help." Yeah. There's probably a couple moments where you actually help Ben get through like a sticky cop that doesn't want to say anything, but then they're like, "Oh wait, you're here with Starboy." Oh, and they're like, yeah, it's like, "Oh, well, we love your work, Starboy." Yeah, and
Sign some autographs.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Mostly stuff that Starboy is good at.
he's probably more stressed about getting Ben
Mhm.
help than anything.
All right. Dottie.
I never know the answer to this question.
It's
It's a tough
It's
question
not-
for Dottie.
all right. So yours is moon. So what's something that Dottie wants or needs to do today that would break her heart and drive her to despair?
Probably get ready for her date. Not date, her dinner. Sorry, let me not call it. a
Yeah,
date.
no, that's a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for moon
Okay.
for getting ready for your dinner. That is definitely not a date.
Yeah, it's not. She's
Mhm.
telling herself it might. It is though.
Okay, so a 3, so you take 3 stress. So not the most stressful thing, but certainly not. The last time that you were like in a room alone with Eskel, even if it's in like kind of a public venue as a restaurant, probably didn't go so well. So
He didn't
there's
take me out in public. And it didn't go so well, you're right. You want to
Yeah.
see the document?
You want to see the trail of carnage that we left behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's stressful. Vaughn.
Okay. I
What's
have to
the
roll.
obligation for
I have to
today?
roll stars. Hear me out. The only thing I can think of is that I was supposed to go get drinks, lunch, something with what's her face. Yvonne doesn't like her. She was doing it to
Oh,
find out stuff about her
Kai
mom.
Harper?
Yes,
Harper? Okay, yeah,
and that be it.
sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll stars for that. Social
Oh.
pressure sets you off your anxiety.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
So 4, so you take 2 stress.
Okay.
Not too bad. Do you also want to use this as like a long-term project or gather information, considering you're like talking, or is this just?
She was doing it to gather information. So does that
Okay,
use up
so-
one of my?
Let's bring that into like the gather information for like downtime stuff, if you want that to be,
Sure.
or it doesn't have to be, and you're just gonna get like surface information essentially.
Why don't we do surface information, because a bunch of us are really hurt, and I feel like we need to take care of that.
That's why I asked. You go to lunch with Kai and ask her, try and like dig it into the rest of the conversation. Like, oh, how's your mom? How's Myrmidon doing? And she's like, oh, great. Do you want to see these new implants I got? They're really great. They're basically like rocket boosters. It's how I got down the hallway so fast when I had to save your ass.
Oh my god, that's, so cool. Vaughn is like totally still kissing her ass, and it's hurting her.
Probably makes Kai suspicious enough that she's not giving up any good information.
I mean, we did, have it before you got there, but we appreciate the help.
Oh
From
yeah,
a
of course. I know how
professional.
stressful it can be. I know how stressful it can be for people who haven't been doing it for, who just did it because they felt like it was interesting for their research. I understand.
All right. Let's calm down.
Well, it's true, isn't it? You only got the implants because you wanted to make sure that nothing, it was for research, not because you actually wanted to help people.
The research was helping people. I
You're
just
telling
didn't
yourself
want
that,
to
hun.
be. All right.
You guys almost wind up throwing water at each other from your lunch water cups, and but eventually, two of you break off, and now we move into our lovely downtime. Why don't we go down the same list and start with Ben?
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
And remember that helping a friend recover, you have to help someone else recover. You can't recover
Yeah.
your own wounds in this.
Okay. Oh, that's why I couldn't see. I didn't know what I could do because the downtime was closed. Okay. Well, first things first. I'm going to.
And you already used one of your downtimes for research.
But I have 2 more.
Yes.
Quick question before I decide on what I'm doing. Are any of you using one of your downtimes to investigate?
What? I could. Why do you ask?
Because if none of you are, I am going to. It's just so that way we can keep progressing the clock and stuff like that. Because if
I was thinking about investigating. Does only one person have to?
no, as long
But-
as we do it in a down, as long as one of us does it, there should be no like.
Okay,
negative
yeah, go
repercussions.
for it, babe. All you.
Okay. Also, before I continue on,
Mm-hmm.
do we think we can get Ben out of Eclipse before our mission?
How do we do that though?
If you come
My-
talk to me.
I've been trying.
So as a reminder, for Ben, you only escape Eclipse when someone engages Ben in a dialogue about your feelings and shows you that they have felt the same.
Let Starboy help you.
Starboy will have to admit that he needs help sometimes to help me.
That's not the outline of your. Just because you want it.
Those are the conditions, bitch boy.
The conditions are I have to get you to talk about your feelings.
And admit they felt the same.
And
Yeah.
admit they felt the same.
Which
So
means
why don't we
asking
talk
for
about
help.
Which means asking for help.
no?
I love how we
I
try
was
and
gonna
like
work on
sabotage
it
each
during my
other.
downtime, okay? Just
Okay.
give me a minute.
Alright.
Let's put it this way. We can go through all the downtime actions, and if nothing has happened by the end of them,
Okay.
then as long as you do it before the actual mission starts, you can still take that first fate.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to go to Vaughn. I'm going to heal Vaughn. It's a very
Ooh.
angry healing, and he doesn't talk much. He's just
It doesn't necessarily have to be like putting her in a back to tank. Like helping someone recover from their emotional trauma also counts as helping a friend recover. So you could like use something like confess to help someone heal if you wanted to, but you would have to do something within the fiction that makes sense for that.
I'm analyzing her hands to see where
Okay.
her electrical wounds are, because I don't want to talk to her.
Damn, that is the most salt I've heard.
Meanwhile, I think Vaughn is like trying to apologize to you the entire time. Well, you won't talk.
You get the silent treatment, bitch.
Jax probably would have told you that Ben sometimes needs a little alone time before they'll actually listen to you.
I can see you're not in the mood. We'll just discuss this later.
Alright, so go ahead and roll analyze. That is one segment on your healing clock.
I'm too angry. I
You're
accidentally put the healing salve in the wrong location, and it doesn't fully heal.
It's just like she's got a burn, and you just put like the burn plaster on like her upper arm where there's no burn.
But you get to heal one.
one tick on the track.
I does when that fills up, does it?
When it fills up, everything goes down one. So level 1 harms disappear, level 2 harms become level 1 harms, level 3 harms become level 2 harms.
Oh boy, I'm fucked.
I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
I've been needing to roll at -1 dice this entire time because I have a
Oh.
bullet in my shoulder.
That's true.
Well, moving forward, I will be rolling with 1 less dice.
I super
You have a
forgot
hole
about
in your
that.
shoulder. They took the bullet out.
Yeah, now it's just a hole.
It's just a hole.
All right. So yeah, not the best healing, but it's serviceable.
Okay, and then I have one last.
Yeah, third action.
I'm going to investigate. Give me a second. Someone knocked at my door. I'm gonna investigate.
Yeah.
More about, I guess, just.
Everyone, let's think together.
I have an investigation if you don't want to do that.
Okay, that's fine by me.
Okay, sounds
Can
good.
you help someone heal twice?
That was what I was
You
gonna
can.
do. I was gonna go to
You can
someone
help
else
the
as well.
same person heal twice, or you can help 2 different people heal.
Or I could finish up the track for Simon.
Good try. I feel like a lot of people are hurt though.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm gonna go ahead and start healing.
You're throwing yourself into danger to help your friends because you're in Eclipse.
I know. That's why I'm not being selfish.
I know.
I'm gonna heal Hayden.
Hayden.
Me.
Okay, how are you going about helping Hayden heal from his emotional and or physical trauma?
I got electrical burns.
Electrical burns.
So Hayden, how did that trade make you feel?
Sorry?
Like the train, like it also spoke, but it wasn't a person.
You're asking about the...
Yeah. I know Dottie's all fucked up over it.
Well, I think that's because she hears things like that normally. So that would make sense. For everyone else to hear it makes it less of an anomaly. So that's strangely comforting in a way.
Do you think it's our tech trying to take us over?
Do you not want to have this conversation? You seem really, like, uninterested.
No, I'm trying to help you, I promise.
That would mean that our MG tech is sentient, and that is
Yeah.
not a thought I would like to have, Ben.
Not even just like, not even, I don't think that's true. Like, I don't want to think that.
I don't want to think without...
Ben was fully ready to be like, yeah, no, it makes sense because like this thing is sentient, and then that was that, and then like you say, I don't want to think that, and Ben goes, yes, chef. Anyway,
He's like, that would mean a lot of things for society in general, not just MGs. So if you would like
what
to
type
have
of
that...
things?
Okay, this feels like an empathize at this point.
No, wait,
This is not a confession. This is not a confession. This is empathizing.
I feel like, you know, like, with the MG tech that,
Mm-hmm.
like, are you scared of this tech?
The tech that we have inside of our bodies?
Yes.
No.
But what's the difference between the tech that we have inside of our bodies and the tech that we fight?
You're gonna break Hayden.
He's gone.
They're glitches. And,
Yeah, but they want something else.
Ben,
I'm sorry, I have to make you roll empathize for this.
Fine,
Because-
I'm trying to get you to admit that you were scared. Fuck
You,
me.
because you are not confessing your own feelings, and you are making Hayden so uncomfortable.
God damn it.
If I could give them emotional trauma from this downtime, I would.
Damn it.
Roll empathize.
It's not gonna be well. I have 3 dice, and it's gonna be the lowest of the 3.
Well, you can never have lower than 0 dice, so it can only ever be 2 dice and the lowest.
Okay, well, Godspeed, soldier. You're not gonna get healed.
You could have given me some kind of
Roll double
ointment.
sixes.
You had to make me rethink all of society. You could have maybe just given me some Neosporin.
What did you say, Jonathan?
Just fucking roll. See, 2 5s. So that's 2 ticks on the track. So you're halfway there.
Even though you were uncomfortable with this conversation, you are healed.
It distracted you from your wounds.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't even remember that I had electrical
I don't even remember being burned.
that I couldn't kill because I couldn't stab into it this time. All I can remember is that girl's face from the hospital. No, it's fine.
I tried to be like, hey, look, maybe we should be more kind. Nope, nope.
The best part is like you were upset with Vaughn and you just wound up, just healing her. But then Hayden, who you're on good terms with, you decided to give existential trauma.
Sorry.
Hey,
Fine,
Hayden.
it's fine.
Would you like to do your downtime now?
I would like
After
to
healing
heal
your
my friend with
Mhm.
medicine.
Which one?
Who needs it the most? I mean, well, if he's
Dottie and I are pretty fucked up.
I was
Dottie
gonna
and
say, I
Vaughn
think
are
you
pretty
guys need it
fucked
the
up, yeah.
most.
Oh,
What are you at, Dottie?
2 harm.
Two.
She
2 harm, sorry. Hold on, let me look.
she has a level 2 harm and a level 1 harm.
Yes, I have a level.
Oh,
2
Vaughn
harm
has 2 level 2 harms and a
Ooh.
level 1 harm.
Okay.
Okay, so Vaughn's worse off.
I'll start with Vaughn.
Which
Cause
means
I-
that you're rolling -2 dice, by the way, Vaughn.
Cool. Love that for me.
Oh, does she roll? I thought we rolled. I was
No,
wrong.
you roll.
you
I'm
roll.
just letting her know that when until that gets treated.
Got it. And I apologize. Because he's. I mean, when they get back from brunch, I'm assuming that Hayden and Ben are back at the apartment.
Sure.
Yes, he would like to treat her with medical items that they have in the apartment because she needs it. Would that be analyzed?
That could be analyzed, yeah.
Yay.
5. So 2 ticks on the healing track.
Amazing. And then I'm gonna use my other downtime to assist Dottie and get hers down a little bit more as well.
All right, go ahead and roll for it.
Yay. Everybody come into the sorry. Hi, Dad. Hi. Sherry.
It's okay.
Sherry. Everybody come to the whatever their version of a medical.
Oh, well,
I don't know
that's-
what happened, but okay.
that's 1 tick for Dottie on your
I
healing track.
apologize.
1 out of 4.
I'm sorry. And that's my downtime.
Dottie doesn't have the. She's still stressed about her dinner.
She probably was
Um,
moving too much.
mhm.
Let me help you.
Dottie, downtime.
Okay, so the first one I want to do is investigation, and here's what I'm thinking. Listen
Okay.
carefully.
I'm listening.
My sweet DM.
I'm listening.
Okay, what I want to do is I want Dottie to lock herself in her room with a notebook, and I want her. So okay, well let me start over. Dottie worked on the VR headset at the very fucking beginning, the
Mhm.
literal first prototype, many moons ago.
Sure.
What I want her to do is sit down in her room with a notebook and try and remember what she can from the hardware of the VR headset. See if she can.
Okay.
And I want to analyze. Well, I want to defy, but I know I can.
Realistically, you could call this a conceal because you're doing it in your room.
Okay, Sly.
You
let's do
are
that.
still rolling -1 dice though because of your harm.
Okay.
So that brings it down to a 0 dice roll.
Oh, how do I do that? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Minus
It'll
one.
pop up and say -1.
Got it.
It's still a 5. That's still very good. That's 2 ticks on the track. So you write down as much as you can remember about that hardware. The trick that was the main barrier for this, that was the main barrier for most any kind of cybernetics here in Eclipse, is that there is a sort of limiter on the human brain. The reason that MGs are so potent and why the operation is so deadly is because that tech kind of overrides those safety precautions that are in the brain. They're the people even before cybernetics, people would talk about how they would get super strength in a moment of supreme danger, of like women that aren't really that strong lifting up an entire bus because their kid got trapped under the wheel. But your brain has limiters on that kind of things, because if you were to push your body past its usual breaking point, your body would start to break down. So the trick with the VR headset is that your brain is not designed to send inputs that the rest of your body does not take into account. The problem with a full dive virtual reality headset is that you've got your brain trying to do things and your body. I know. And it's sending out these electrical impulses. Then, if the rest of the body isn't actually responding to them, your brain would start to go haywire, like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?" So, the hardware that you guys were working on was essentially trying to mimic the response of the nerves for the brain, so that it wouldn't go like kick itself and fry itself because it thought something was wrong. So what that has to do with everything that's been going on recently, you're not sure, but the hardware was a revolutionary in that it was the first thing that seemed to break that natural limiter that the brain usually has on its impulses regarding the rest of the body.
Well, at least she has that information now. She'll show it to anyone that can possibly make more sense of it eventually, but she has it in her notebook now.
All right. And then
Okay,
we'll,
and then I want to
okay.
heal Vaughn.
Fine. All right. How you going about that?
What do I have to do again?
You have to help her somehow. Just kick her
Uh,
ass. Roll
no,
defy
can I-
to heal her.
Can I take a screwdriver to her arm? I don't care if she wants it or not. I don't give a shit.
I deserve this.
You do!
Yeah, I'll let you roll defy.
She's
for
literally
that.
gonna come at you with a screwdriver.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm helping.
That's, we have a bad history with this. I'm very scared right now.
Yeah, well, shut up and just let me fix your fucking arm.
-1 dice
Vaughn has
defy
a
roll.
cybernetic eye.
What
doesn't
roll,
he?
Jonathan?
This sounds like defy because
Yeah,
you're,
it is.
you're
Go
doing
to her
it.
eye! You just hear pain in the background. Go to her eye!
Oh, fuck!
It's okay. It's fine.
Oh no.
It's still one tick on the track.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Which
Okay.
brings you up.
Woo!
So all of your level 2 harms become level 1 harms, and your level 1
Yay.
harm disappears. So you're no longer rolling at -2 dice.
Thank
You're
fuck.
just rolling at double less effect.
That's fine. You can deal with that.
I don't know what does too much juice mean.
I
What
don't
is that
know.
harm?
I don't remember what it was. I wrote it
was
in.
like it was like you overdrove your overdrive essentially.
Okay.
Too much juice.
Too much juice.
Can I ask really quick? I'm so sorry.
Yes. Of course.
The thing we're filling in is the pie chart, right? Okay, slay.
Correct. Yeah. It's only got 4 slices.
Right, got it.
And if you ever do like roll high enough that you like if you were at 3 pizza slices and you rolled a 5, so you should get 2, it does technically like go over. So you would get the 4, and then you'd also have 1 on the next pie. Anyway, fun.
Daddy, you look pretty fucked up too. Come, just.
Get your ass over here.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to find a way to argue to roll defy for this. Can I bust in while she's getting ready for her date and start
Ew!
questioning her
She's
about
in
where
a
the
sexy
fuck she's
dress.
going?
Mustering your courage and facing opposition head on, standing up to a bully.
She is opposed to me being in her room.
That's fair. Yeah, if she's
Dottie
she's
was
busy-
absolutely gonna try and sneak out. The way
Yeah,
she's
she's-
putting on her
Shame about
sexiest dress. Shut up.
Yeah, she's real nervous, and then just suddenly, bing bong! I'm here to fix your arm.
Guess what,
Well, fuck
bitch?
your life.
Bing bong, fuck your life.
Okay.
Bing
Go
bang.
ahead. 6, so that is 3 ticks on the track.
Ooh, I filled it up.
So that
Oh.
fills it up for you, and I think you go 1 over, right?
Yes, I do.
So your level 1 harms go away, your level 2 harm is now a level 1 harm, and you
Great.
also have 1 tick on the next pie.
Great.
I guess I'll use my second to also help Ben, since they also have a level 2 harm. And that's gotta be Defy, because they super don't want me there.
Yeah, you two are not.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
But
you're being courageous in this moment, and just like.
Fucking pinning him
Ben.
down. No, you fucking listen. You're getting healed.
listen, I don't have a screwdriver this time. I have like, what was your harm? Your level 2 harm.
A bullet.
Oh, the
bullet wound.
Listen,
Yeah.
I got some
There's-
alcohol.
Yeah, there's just like wraps around their shoulder.
And you see he's also getting ready. He's like getting dressed in something a bit nicer.
Are you and Dottie going on a date? What is happening?
No.
Why are you both
I
getting
ha-
dressed up?
I have a life outside of this group of people.
Okay, bud.
Surprisingly,
Think about your next words very carefully, Vaughn.
Sure you do, sweetie. That was
answer.
maybe worse.
Wrong answer.
Oh, that's less good.
Oh.
So 1 tick on your healing clock there, Ben.
How you feeling?
fuck you.
How many pieces of your pie are filled in? Just
You
one?
were the first one to help me. Yeah. Everyone, yeah, you guys have worse wounds, so you guys should take care of each other first.
And you guys are going into this next thing with no links. That's gonna be fun.
Shut up.
Bestie, I
Zero
can't
links.
afford a
I have a third.
I know. You do?
Because
Yes,
of
'cause
your
of the-
veteran.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
took
I took the
split.
same thing because
Right, split attention. Right. Okay, so you do have a third one.
Should I heal? Should I do something else?
Do whatever you want, bestie.
Guys, help.
If you make a link with Ben, that link could be spent on anybody.
How do I specifically make links during downtime if I can't do the thing that gives us links?
Oh no,
You can't.
Jonathan.
I can't. Neat.
What do you mean?
I hate it
What do
here.
you mean? What? Wait, why?
He-
Why
It's a-
can't you?
She
Hold
has
on
stranger
here.
to kindness,
Yeah.
which means that she cannot make a connection
That.
or help a friend recover in downtime. You can't help Ben either recover.
Fuck. Wait, that means I can't help Dottie either?
No.
I hate it here.
All right, I'll fix it. I guess.
Well, okay, cool.
I don't even remember what my level harm
What
was.
use am
Level
I?
harm
I'm
was.
useless.
You were at 2 pie slices. You had a
Well,
level
maybe
2
you
harm and a
should've
level
taken
1
it.
harm.
Well, maybe you should have taken that one.
No, it comes with my thing. I didn't take it. I didn't take
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's
The-
like her. It's like my code.
the stranger like base ability is stranger to kindness. But her bonus is that she always rolls stars in obligation and gets an extra dice during investigations. So you know
Oh,
that's
fucking
nice.
congratulations.
All right,
wish I
so
knew that.
so you still have 3
Retcon all of
downtime
that.
actions.
Fuck me.
Hey,
What if we went to break so I can pee so I
Okay,
can
yeah,
think about
sure.
it?
that sounds like a great idea. Let's go to break and then Vaughn can.
Oh man.
How about, hey, Jonathan, how about we, moving forward, we just don't let her do the last downtime? Because we've already did all of that downtime, and also she has done downtimes in the past. Let us have this fucking one. Let us have this. I'm begging you, please.
No.
Okay, I need a pee though. Can we go
Yes,
a break?
we'll
Okay,
be
we're
back
going
in
to
10.
break.
We'll see you back in 10 minutes. And welcome back. I decided to graciously allow Von's illegal healing to stand for now,
It was
Thank
an
you, God.
accident.
but not in the future. Only because people were counting on that healing and weren't planning for it with other downtime. Anyway, so last downtime.
I would
then.
like to investigate Kai Harper's mom.
Mom.
I can't remember her name.
I'm sure it
The
wasn't
name
important.
that you made?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
not
it's
written down
important.
anywhere, babe.
Oh, it is. I just, there's a lot
Okay.
of Google Docs to
stupid.
sift through. You
Yeah,
guys
how are
won't
you
know
going
anything
about
about
this?
that.
Okay.
Only several
How am I
hundred
going
pages of
about
RP.
Mind your business. I can't. I always want to argue Defy because it's my highest one. I simply don't know how to do that.
I don't think this is a defiant
How
moment.
about,
What about analyze?
analyze?
You could retroactively say, since you are using this as an investigate, this can be part of like your lunch with Kai.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, go ahead and roll analyze.
Hey Basil, if you disconnect my mic, I'm gonna scream. Hey! I'm so
Thanks.
smart.
As part of that that lunch, at one point Kai goes to the bathroom, and you very quickly open her, like she has like a little folder that she brought with her, of like
Fucking nerd.
I know. I was gonna say her cell phone, but we've all got them in our fucking wrists, so. Rather, she lets something drop in conversation that you all are talking about, and that there's been something going on, not with like the protector bots, the cop bots, bot cops, but that's there's been a significant amount of vandalism of Myrmidon safety tech out on the streets recently, that she's been having to deal with, and she's been going back and forth. Like, apparently she's not trusting her lackeys so much to go out and investigate some of these claims, so she's been out and about more than she usually is.
This is her mom, or Kai is out more
Her
than
mom.
usual?
Her
Okay.
mother. The Myrmidon CEO.
Okay. Alright. I could accidentally run into her. That's what you're saying.
Possibly.
Okay.
Alright, so that is your third downtime action,
And I want to put my 2 ticks into the apartment firewall.
Okay. And you top out the tier 2 investigation track.
You're welcome.
I tried so hard to damage you guys so much you couldn't finish an investigation this downtime, but here we are.
Tried so
I
hard
mean-
and got so far.
We're still pretty fucked.
In the air.
Nah, you're
It's not gonna matter because we're all very fucked.
It's fine.
that's what you think.
We'll be fine.
Alright. Anything you guys are doing before you go on a mission?
Yes.
Yes, okay, go for it.
Hayden would very much like to have a conversation and a check-in with Ben.
Ben
What
is-
was your thingy again?
Vin,
Can you
Vin
say
is
it
in
out?
the process of getting gussied up for what looks like a night on the
No,
town.
Yeah, not really. Yeah. Yeah, like as if he's going.
For Ben.
Where, like, are they in their room?
No,
or-
because he distinctly does not have mirrors in his room. He is.
The shared bathroom.
Yeah.
Hayden, like, walks
Yeah.
by.
Just like awkwardly peering around the corner, like,
You look nice.
ah!
Hello.
Hi. Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going out.
Yeah. You look in different clothes. Mm.
Yes. Yeah. I am not in my work clothes to not work.
Or your sweater, which is what you normally. I just wanted to check in and see how you were doing. Do you need something? Are you hungry? Have you eaten today?
Yeah? I had
Oh.
breakfast and lunch. Yeah.
Do you need a sandwich? Because there's a third meal that people typically have.
Yeah, which is why I'm getting dressed. I'm
Oh.
spending some money that I've earned to
Oh,
get
oh,
that third meal.
I see. Right. Okay. Um, you made a lot of progress on finding Simon today, it felt like.
I had to deal with a lot of people I didn't want to see, so yeah.
That's good.
It's progress.
Um,
It's giving me time to not be an MG.
well, if you just want to enjoy this time out and not doing all of this, if there's anything I could do to help so that maybe you won't have to do that.
I mean, this is the first time in my entire life that I can actually go out and drink without having to worry about passing out. I can actually dance. I want to be a normal person for at least one day.
That sounds nice.
Pretend, well, when you're owned by the corporations and you're their little puppet,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I know what that's like. Um, how's your soda been? Yeah, no, I know what that's like. I actually just the other day I told Dottie that when we went to go eat at that noodle place, that was the first time I have ever uh done that. So I know what
eat noodle?
uh those no, I just being out with people and not doing it for a job. That was the first time I've ever done that.
Could have surprised me how stiff of board you were.
You're making a joke.
Yes.
You're not wrong. Uh, I just, I, I think that out of everyone here, I get it. Is what I'm trying to say. Wanting to feel
How?
normal.
I mean, I guess. But you get to be not necessarily normal, but I see you out there all the time. You never ask for help. You're way stronger than I am.
Uh, I can't ask for help, but
Why?
I wasn't built for that.
I'm
And
sorry. When you were birthed, was that a part of your DNA?
No, I just.
Then you were built for it.
I wasn't raised for that then.
To ask for help?
Yeah, Ben.
Well,
You
I
may have
wasn't
been.
raised to have a good heart, but yet here we are. People change.
I mean, you've said before that like you feel like a machine all the time, because you are made with many machine parts.
More metal than flesh at this point, yeah.
Sure, but that doesn't mean that you're not human, right?
I'm a sentient droid at best.
If that's true, then I don't necessarily know what I would be.
A person who wasn't given a choice as a kid and forced to grow up faster than they were expected to.
Yeah, that. And someone who doesn't feel normal ever. I don't really get to take this off, even though I'm outside. People are always going to know who I am, what I am. So I just hope that you get to be average for as long as you can.
You know, the joys of being mediocre.
No, I don't. And I wish I did.
Well, we seem to be on opposite sides of that spectrum, but I guess some point soon, hopefully we'll meet in the middle.
I'd like to. I'd like to get to know all of you as people and not just as coworkers.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. You start liking these other people as more than coworkers. 100% of the time you're gonna end up hurt.
Well, I
And the hurt might be worth it for you. But I am tired. I thought 72 hours ago, I thought everything was fine. I thought we were fine. I thought everything was good. And that what was going to happen was we were going to pick up two old friends that I knew. And you were all going to go off and do your MG stuff. And then I'd be able to grab drinks with you once you were off work. And we could talk about our work complaints and rekindle friendships and romances. And then it didn't happen. I found out that I had MG tech in me like all the rest of you. And then I almost died because my body was never my own. And it will never be. But I guess all of you already know that. I guess I was just the last one to open my eyes to that. I had too much hope. thought that it's possible that surely, even with all the pain and damage that I had, it would be worth something. Because I'd be able to come out on top and say, yes, all these horrible things happened to me, but I still managed to come to work every day and prove that I am still worthy of being normal. But all that damage did was make me ruinous.
You're not ruinous, Ben.
Look at my MG. It's a broken robot.
Who has saved our lives more than once. You do something that none of us can do, and that's pretty incredible. I can't create a shield, Ben. I can try to block things with wings I didn't ask for, but they're not like what you can do. You actually can save people.
I was caught up in the scene. I'm sorry that I can't fucking speak.
What are they laughing about?
Everyone's just writing robot in the off-topic chat.
Let them say it that way if they want to say robot.
I am just a robot.
I guess it does say something that even as an MG, I still can't fight.
Not yet.
No, what I mean is, I still can't fight. I defend.
Is that bad?
No, it's just what I've done my entire life. Defended Cork from her father. Defended...
Cork.
Huh? How did I get here?
Ah!
I'm
I haven't met that MG yet.
You mean Vaughn?
I've defended Vaughn from her father. Go fuck yourself. The amount of arguments that he and I got into when I was younger. I defended Dottie when everyone thought she was crazy, which she isn't. So jot that down.
I know.
I defended you when people kept trying to talk to you and you hadn't eaten in 2 days. I guess I was always meant to defend.
Do you want to fight?
No. I don't want to be an MG. I grew up my entire life seeing how horribly MGs were treated and how much they were in the limelight. When my parents died, I got a taste of that, and I dropped my last name because I don't like being in the limelight. Being an MG, fighting, being a face, not eating, not sleeping, always having to talk and pretend to be someone you're not. I already give my body and my soul. I do not need to give my mind as well. I also can't do it because Dax was always the stronger one. And we used to fight. We're fucking siblings, of course we used to fight. And he would always win because he was stronger and he didn't have a heart murmur. But when we fought, my parents always went to me. They never asked him if he was okay. They never checked up on him, on if I could have possibly hurt him. And I don't want to fight because then people worry more about me than the people I'm trying to fight. If I defend, then the people who actually need to be saved get help.
What if we left?
What do you mean?
We're on an island.
Uh-huh.
This can't be the only island.
I can't leave my brother.
Does he have to stay?
Until Pyra is dead? Yeah.
Why does Pyra have to die?
Both of us are owned by higher-ups. I chose the path of the Corpos, and he chose the path of the Undercity. He is owned by Pyra as much as I am owned by Eskel. I tried to get him out a couple of times, and I have butted heads with Pyra multiple occasions. So unless Pyra's dead, he ain't leaving. But, based on what I've seen, you're not gonna kill anyone.
I've already.
You don't have the mind of a killer. You don't have the anger of a killer.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
You good?
It all comes back to Twilight.
As soon as you said
Why
it, we all
you-
just
Ew.
Yes, Hayden, you killed someone. But that doesn't mean you made the conscious decision to kill someone. Accidentally killing someone and then actually killing are two very different things.
Have you? Are you going to kill Simon?
I was almost successful when I was 14. Are you gonna stop me?
I don't know. I exist to protect people, just like you do. So, if Simon is someone who is hurting people, especially people that are important to me, then
He's not hurting anyone.
he hurt you, though.
I'm not people. By all legal definitions, if we were to look at the legalities of any law, I'm not a person.
You are, because
might-
if we were to go down that same route, then neither am I. If we're both property,
I'm talking
of-
about I'm 70% metal. If you were to
Okay.
take away what I'm saying is legally I am not a person, I am a robot.
We have robots guarding the street, Ben.
If I kill Simon, you will have to kill me because I'm a glitch at that point.
You're
That is what I am telling you.
technically you wouldn't be a glitch, you would just be a murderer. That's different.
No, Hayden. What I am telling you is I am mostly metal. And I am killing something made of mostly flesh. That is, by definition, a glitch killing a person.
But you're not glitched. If you're referring to the law of robotics, then maybe, but you're not an android, Ben. You're a person.
I'm not just
You may be
talking
a
about
person
that.
with many metal parts, Ben.
You guys hear a clock start to chime 6 o'clock, and out of the corner of your eye, you see Dottie starting to leave, or trying to sneak out.
Ben is not going to look, but he knows that she's sneaking out. Hayden, I know that you truly do not think that. Like, that you truly do not think that I am a robot. And that I'm not glitched. But what's going to happen when they find out that I can't defrag?
We'll figure it out.
I need to finish getting ready. I appreciate you talking with me. It helped.
If you need anything, you have my
I will let you know if anything happens, but I don't think it will unless someone decides to do something really stupid.
Looks directly at Dottie.
No, well, yeah.
Then I hope you have fun.
I
Or do you
hope
try
I
to-
have fun too.
Yeah.
But I doubt I will. But I will try.
Well, I hope you do, and I am speaking louder, so
Yep.
have fun! Great.
Don't yell at me!
Have fun. This is a threat.
Trying to turn and leave. And he's like, I hope you have a very good time.
You hear from like across the apartment. Why is everybody yelling?
I don't
There,
know!
you're gonna have a very nice time.
I don't know!
You will
You're
have a good
welcome.
time. It is inevitable. Do you think you're out of Eclipse after that? Because it felt like the Eclipse clause, but you didn't seem particularly receptive to it.
I think it didn't become, it's not receptive in the way that it should have been. But he's
Sure.
like, yes, Hayden and I are the same because we're both robots.
So you're no longer thinking about throwing yourself in front of your friends anymore.
No, because I'm thinking about defending them.
Okay. Then I think that does clear the requirements for getting out of...
Thank fuck!
I literally was so close to being like, help me to help you, okay? Is that what you want?
I was trying so hard, I was like, okay, he's in Eclipse, so he's gonna say some stupid shit, but like, also, I want to get him out of Eclipse. Fuck me. We got there.
We got this, we got this.
There.
there.
So you clear all your stress and all of your transcendence. All of
So
it.
if I need to turn into Ultron while Dottie's eating dinner for some fucking reason, I can't.
Are you enjoying your meal?
Speaking of which,
Speaking of, what do you mean, speaking of which?
the dinner.
Yeah, Vaughn desperately wants the stories. He wants her stories.
I just,
So
I know the dinner place, correct? Like I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, off I go.
A question: is this part of the mission, or is this still lead up to the mission? Do we want to have like two separate things going on, or should we do this dinner and then the mission?
I think dinner. We finish this session with dinner.
Okay.
Dinner.
And
You
then-
with
and then
me
mission next time.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, so how is Dottie sneaking out?
I don't know, probably not well. She's just gonna make sure that no one's in the common area and then burst to the door.
Hey, Jonathan, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have the keys left in a conspicuous place so Dottie can find them.
What do you mean?
I'm
Look, what?
giving you two. I'm putting keys, like the keys for the car. Ben is putting
She's
them
not
in
driving.
place. It's an automatic car.
She will not use a car. She will 100% use public transportation.
All right, then fucking never mind. Fuck me, I guess. I'll use the car then.
Perfect. You wind up at this very, very fancy restaurant in Dryad that is like the tippy top of one of the spires. Like, this is a very exclusive place where there's like 5 tables that Eskel is taking you to, and it just has, you can see the entire city laid out around you. It doesn't even have like a name or a menu. This is like where someone goes to and you tell them what you want and they will make it.
Whoa.
And yeah, you take the public transport to like the building that it's in. Walk in, announce yourself, and the maitre d' and just sends you over to the elevator, which is just also open, and there's like beautiful like carvings in the glass that you shoot straight up to the top of the spire.
Shit,
And
this is fancy as fuck. She says that.
the person that's in the elevator that presses the buttons just kind of like looks at you and then looks away. It's like he's not paid to say anything, so just... And the doors opened and you are swept into this very fancy dining hall that, despite dressing up as best as you can, you are probably still feel underdressed in.
100%.
And you see Eskel in like the best corner with the best table and the best view of the entire city. And he gives a smile and stands up as you walk over, and why, hello, Dottie.
Hello, Daddy. Hold on.
He just smiles and pulls out your chair for you.
Hold on. I broke everyone. Give everyone.
You sure did.
I'm so sorry. I should have warned you guys. That's how I was gonna start it.
How were you guys not expecting that? Come on.
Oh shit. Okay, fucking Daddy.
Fucking normal. I thought Jess would be fucking normal.
Well, that was
Who?
your mistake.
Who? Who's gonna be normal?
I hope you know that because of this, I'm doing some stupid shit in Curse of Strahd tomorrow.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm
We've
gonna
been
do
new.
some dumb shit.
We've been new.
Ooh.
Just all
he-
calm down.
2 phrases in.
2 phrases in, Ben already doesn't want to be here.
Is he already there?
He didn't come pick me up.
Ben will have found some way to sneak in, maybe posing as like the help. I don't know.
I mean,
how has Ben speaking in?
he was Esco's PA. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
true.
Technically still is. The
Okay,
paperwork
sorry.
hasn't been signed yet.
okay, sorry.
But yeah, he pulls out the chair for Dottie.
So, it's been a very long time since we've been in a situation where it's just you and I.
Well, you and I and a few waiters at least.
Sure. You know what I meant, though.
I do.
So how you been? It's been like, what, 3 years?
It's been a rough 3 years for quite a few reasons. Some of those reasons were you, but I'm glad we've moved past that.
Me? What could I have done to cause you any harm being locked away up on the hill?
I'm more referring to the period before you were in the hill.
Like the short, tiny one? Yeah, I remember that.
Fine, it's all in the past now.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, in fact, want to see how you were doing since you'd gotten out. I did have to pull a few strings to get you off the hill without it being in a body bag.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Could have done that a lot sooner, but...
You know how optics are.
Boy, do I.
I can't look at Cork right now. every time I say a single word as Askel.
He's a douchebag.
Yes, he's a douchebag. You gave me a douchebag.
You made him, Cork!
You made him.
You
Your
know,
fault!
when we see a fucking douchebag, and we're all gonna be connected to him. You can't be angry at us.
This is your fault, Cork.
Carry on.
He sends the waiter off to bring a few appetizers to the table. And he just kind of clearly, like, even though he was being very polite, you know, like, pulled out the chair for you, he's still being, like, very nonchalant, as he always is. And just says, so how have things been going? There was a bit of a mess in the hospital the other day.
Things are fine.
Was it yesterday?
Yep. Things are great. Honestly, no complaints. I
don't
much
have to lie
like
to me.
the apartment better than being on the fucking hill, so...
You don't have to lie to me about everything.
Who says I'm lying?
The fact that Ben came in this morning requesting a transfer away from all of you. Generally don't do that if you're doing great.
A what? A transfer?
He said that they didn't want to work with you anymore.
Did you give him the transfer?
Of course not. I did offer him a place as an MG, considering they apparently have that kind of technology in them. Simon has a lot to answer for in that regard. But they wanted to deal with the Simon incident before giving me an answer regarding that, regardless.
Okay, well... This is the first time I'm hearing all of this.
Well, that's part of my job, is making sure that you all are working together the best you can.
Yeah, but I
Right.
live with them.
I'm sure Ben had their reasons for keeping it from you. This whole Simon debacle is a nasty stain on their past, after all.
What's going on with this Simon? I just keep hearing this name, Simon, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, and Ben, you are like at a table nearby with like. There's no
I
menu.
already forgot Ben was here.
Yeah, there's no menu, but you've got like some paperwork in front of your face, and you're hearing all of this. This is a very small room. It is very easy to hear anything that's going on, so you're hearing all of this. And Eskel just says, "Well, I mean, it really isn't my business to tell other people's business, but if he's not going to tell you and you feel like it's going to be a problem, well, Simon is the one who killed their parents, and maybe more importantly was the main original doctor that was in charge of most of the initial studies and tests that Ben was subject to in their youth, trying to get their heart murmur under condition. So, if they manage to sneak some unauthorized cybernetics past the quality control, that is a problem, because then we apparently have a loose thread in our security somewhere.
That's why they have MG tech in them? Why the
That-
skin fucking peels off or whatever?
That's the current theory. I can't think of anyone else who had the means or the reason to do so.
You know what? I want to stop talking about Ben.
Fine by me.
Let's talk about something else. You seeing anyone right now, or?
No one permanently, at least.
Interesting. Sounds lonely.
Well, ever since Ravna left, never really felt like there was anyone. Sorry, I just dropped a name that two people are very familiar with. After Revna left, the whole marriage thing kind of lost its luster a little bit for me. She was a very intelligent and caring individual, and if even she could leave me, then what hope has anyone else?
Ow! Never heard you speak like this before. You going soft on me?
Well,
Stop!
it has been a few years, and, well, cybernetics can do quite a lot. One thing that we haven't managed to cure yet is aging, so...
I thought he was talking about a fucking cyber sex bot.
Okay, everyone, calm down. I need everyone.
There are absolutely cyber sex bots.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend there isn't
Move
a
along.
red light district, okay?
Move along.
Detroit become human.
Just very interesting conversation we're having here, and I'm trying to toss it around in my brain. So as you know, we're trying to fucking figure out what's going on with those headsets or whatever, the VR one. You don't happen to know anything about that, do you?
Unfortunately, it was not in the Phoenix. Phoenix was not involved in that particular cybernetic enhancement.
Hmm.
It was
Now
mostly,
you're
I
lying to
believe-
me. Shame.
Not sure what you're talking about. Siren was the major contributor to that particular work. I know that it's might be cannibalized from some tech that you originally worked on, but whatever it is now is not anything that we're aware of. Nothing that's been Phoenix authorized.
You know what's past Phoenix authorized. I know you do. You know what the fuck is going on. You talk to these people from Siren. You have fucking meetings with them. You can't sit here and lie to me.
He kind of looks around to like see who else is in the building, and I mean, Ben is probably a little suspicious, but I'm not gonna make you like roll to see if he notices you or anything. And he says, "Well, of course I've been talking to them. It's optics catastrophe. What's happened? Not only hundreds of people apparently gone comatose because of this technology, but then disappearing from their beds. It's reeks of some kind of conspiracy. And, well, frankly, I don't know who could be behind something like that."
I heard that the same tech that we were working on is in these sets or something along those lines.
Like I said, the Siren apparently managed to get their hands on some of the blueprints, and they've been using it for their own methods. Our original idea in here in Phoenix was you could use it as a sort of, I mean, it could have a number of useful applications in medicine. You could use it for desensitization therapy. You could use it to help distract someone while they're going under the knife for some kind of operation. But that all kind of fell by the wayside with everything that's been happening since Project.
Because of me.
Among other things. I'll not deny that you've certainly made life difficult for me, and I'll admit I may have deserved it a little bit, but
Yeah. May have.
the world does not revolve solely around the things that you've done, Dottie.
Interesting. You know,
Heard any voices recently? I'm curious if the therapy regimen has been paying off or not.
therapy? Are you fucking kidding me? I have not gotten a single fucking ounce of therapy.
Sorry to hear that. I thought that they were taking care of you in the hill.
Yeah, you thought.
So have you?
No.
No voices?
No. I haven't heard the voices since since before the hill. I haven't. So no. Seems I'm all
Looks
better.
at you real close. And I would like you to make a conceal here.
Okay.
Okay, slay.
Kind of just looks at you. Well, I suppose that's for the best then. No voices, no murderous urges.
Yeah.
Well, at least no murderous urges that aren't directed at glitches, at least, I guess.
Right. Because that's the fucking goal. As an MG, take care of the glitches. Do you miss me at all? Like, even a little?
Of course, I miss you, Dottie. You were always such, You're always fun to talk to. If nothing else, I can always count on you for a little excitement.
I'm always good for a little excitement.
The main course comes out about this point. Kind of skipped over appetizers, but it happened at some point during that conversation. And it's something that's at this point it's so like hyper processed that it probably doesn't resemble any kind of food that you've had before. You know, like when you go to like the 5-star Michelin restaurants and they serve you like
A cube.
a cube, yeah.
Yeah, in the center of the plate.
A cube.
Yeah.
with like a dollop of
Yep.
foam.
It's giving the menu.
Yeah, it's and the two of you eat. It's like several courses, all very small, so that you can have a taste of everything. And about the time the aperitifs are coming out,
Gesundheit.
Yeah, what even does that mean? I'm too
like the
I'm too low class to know what that is.
Yeah, I'm
post
too
dinner
poor.
drinks and things.
Okay.
The palate cleanser at the end.
Yes, the digestive thing.
Yes,
The yogurt.
with the yogurt, the guyu yogurt. He eventually says, "What about you, Dottie? You ever miss me?"
I think I'd be lying if I said no.
I think there'll always be a bit of you that thinks about those days and the things we did together, but anything like you, I'm sure you've got other people that have interest in you.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I'm sure that's not true, Dottie.
I wish it wasn't true, but I don't.
Maybe you should look then.
Binary. I love my wife Carter in the back, just like.
I don't think so. I don't think I should look.
What?
I don't think I am what anybody wants anymore. I've kind of ruined everything and myself along with it. So
Really the Phoenix motto, but there is sort of... It's not even, you couldn't even really call it a phrase or a saying, but it's more just a way that I think about how Phoenix can always... Essentially, until you kick the bucket, there's always a chance. As long as you're still breathing, maybe you'll find someone, maybe you won't. But you've got time.
Maybe. So are we going back to your place or what?
Hearing that, Dottie's gonna get a text on her comm.
Okay,
And
she reads it.
says, red alert, something's broken, and if you don't come back to fix this because none of us know what to do with it, it might blow up. We need your help.
He just says, well, I certainly wouldn't say no to some after-dinner activity.
Okay, well, I guess it's an emergency back in the apartment now. I don't know, I have to go fix something.
Another text comes in. I think this is fire. It smells weird. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay,
I can send someone out to take care of it. I have people for that.
you promise?
Of course I
Another
do.
text message. It's in your room, Dottie. I don't know what to do.
He goes to his communicator and few punches. Done. Someone will be there in 5 minutes. Faster than you can get there.
Meanwhile, Hayden and Vaughn are just sitting on the couch. Like,
Somebody knocks on the
What'd
door,
you do
you like
today?
pull out a gun. Who the fuck is it?
don't do that.
With that,
yeah,
he gets up and goes over to your chair and pulls it out for you.
she's gonna text back, Ben, somebody will be at the house in 5 minutes.
Respond back. Please don't.
Oh no.
Dottie?
Oh, shit. I think she's just gonna look at the message confused. And then ignore it. Because it's not descriptive, and she doesn't... Like, she's like, don't send people...
Dottie
like,
doesn't understand.
Yeah.
If she doesn't respond, she's getting a picture of the two of them walking out.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
no.
you're like heading to... You're like just getting in the elevator when you get that, and you pull it up, and you just see a picture of you and Eskel from like clearly somewhere nearby.
Oh. I think she's just fucking mad now. I think she's just pissed. Now she's gonna do this out of fucking spite.
You played yourself.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing spying on me? Hello?
Yes, time for angry sex.
Yeah.
Do you respond to
No.
that text message? No? You don't? Okay.
Eskel brings Dottie back to his very fancy penthouse apartment. Shut up, Cork.
You wanna see it in The Sims?
We can show it in the... Put it on the Twitter later.
Don't put me
But,
on blast like this.
The curtains billow, and we cut back to Bin, who watches them go into the elevator, and then one of the waiters comes by and is like, "Your bill, sir."
Oh shit.
He pays it. He has no money other than what he pays. But he will be broke for the next 2 weeks.
$3,000 for your...
Yeah,
No, literally. It is.
it's literally.
It's exorbitant. Yeah, exorbitant. He like pulled out like a whole bunch of money so that way he could.
You just pay them like
Before.
exclusively in $1 bills.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
It's fine. I mean, there's technically no paper money here anyway. You just pay it through your garnets,
I emotionally feel like I am
your carbuncle
destitute.
bank.
Yeah. And then
I'll never financially recover from this.
correct. And then he's going to start heading back to the house, angry. And unless something happens on the way there, gonna wait to see if Jonathan.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
You
fucking
blow
Jonathan blows
up.
Another
Look,
monorail explodes.
Look, the last 2 times I was walking home alone, fucking something happened. So I'm just like, if anything happens, let me prepare.
No, you make it home to probably Vaughn, like, yelling at a tech.
Refusing to let them in the house. Because she thinks
Listen.
it's like a plant or something.
Vaughn, stop. Just
Mr.
open the door.
Novak sent us here.
I don't give a
Apparently
flying
there's-
fuck.
Something is on fire.
Nothing's
Nothing is
on
on fire.
Well, maybe it's not on fire, but
Go away.
Bin apparently said that there was something that smelled like it was on fire.
I
Bin-
go in the kitchen
Bin
and get a
walks up
knife.
behind-
And Ben isn't here.
No. Bin walks up behind him. It was a false alarm. You can
Ah!
leave and let him know.
Hey, Ben.
Brandishing a knife. Where the fuck were you?
Fine, I get paid by the hour anyway.
Exactly. There you go. Free hour.
Hayden's gonna slowly reach for the knife from behind Vaughn.
What do you
to
want?
Try and take it when she did. Did you have fun?
You watch as he walks past you all straight to Dottie's room, grabs her tools, goes to the balcony, and throws them out.
Okay.
I just bought her those, but okay.
Buy her new ones.
That
What the fuck
not-
is your damage?
I'm pretty sure Eskel can buy her new ones as well once she's done fucking him.
Hayden is gonna look at Vaughn because he doesn't entirely know what Bin Bin is talking about.
Vaughn also doesn't know. Vaughn looks
Just the two of you
confused.
shrugging at each other.
What do you mean?
Apparently, she decided after she ripped out my heart that she wanted to go ahead and do it metaphorically as well. After I admitted to her that I loved her and I kissed her and we slept, yes, I said some things that I was upset with her about, and I walked away. And so she decides to, in return, rather than talk to me like a fucking human being, go fuck my boss. Because rather than dealing with her issues, she decides to fuck someone else.
Why would she go back to him?
Because she self-sabotages herself every time that she has something good going. She can't accept the fact that she actually is deserving of love, and so to do so, she decides to destroy everything that actually likes her.
Huh.
To think that after I explained the situation to her, that she would maybe choose me over him this time.
There's gotta be another reason.
It doesn't fucking matter what reason it is, she still did it. And she's not gonna apologize either, because watch, she's gonna come back tomorrow morning, she's gonna be angry. She's gonna be yelling and screaming because I decided that I wanted to protect her. I wanted to make sure that something didn't accidentally happen to her, being that there's a fucking serial killer on the loose and she was gonna walk back home on public transportation.
Did you followed her?
Yes, she had a dinner with Eskel.
Oh, this is just like a lot.
Deal with your side projects. It's clear she's gonna run into the same exact bad habits. She's gonna fall and hit rock bottom, and she's gonna blame everyone else.
Your tone makes me feel like you're implying that she blamed everybody else before.
She blamed you. Until recently.
For what?
All those years in jail. You didn't exactly look like chums when you got out.
If anything, I was blaming her, so.
Blamed Hayden.
What?
I have no clue why the fuck she's angry at you, but she's always pissed at you for some weird reason.
No, it's not me. My old partner was her sister.
Weird. She always had only child energy.
It didn't sound like they were close.
No, she was close with my brother.
Didn't really sound like anybody got the help that they needed these past 3 years, if I'm guessing correctly.
And she still went back.
Nah, this has gotta be something. She was not well with him. It's gotta be something else.
What do you mean she wasn't well?
That man ruins people, is what I mean. They were seeing each other before all this shit happened. Did you know that?
No, I don't really know much about anything
Okay.
about you all before
Let's see. Was it before we started working together? Maybe right after? Right before.
It was
No,
before.
yeah, no.
It was before.
I heard somebody in my kitchen at 3 a.m. Went to see who it was and just, thought it was some other random dumbass my father brought home. And then she walks into the office one day, so.
They each have names. Vaughn.
Name?
Each woman had a name.
Uh-huh.
They weren't just some bitches.
Why don't we not
was
get into
Caroline?
that, you and me, right now?
Sure. Dottie was with him for 2 years. Give or take.
It's a long time for him.
And you and Dottie were together for how long?
Never. I was always there to help pick her up. Help get her to where she needed to be. I took care of her when Eskel wouldn't. Made her laugh. Made sure she ate. Got her clothes. But she was with Eskel, so obviously I wasn't allowed to pursue anything. And then Eskel stopped talking to her, and we ended up making out in his office, and he caught us. apparently, she said it was because she wanted to get back at him. Which I was so certain that that wasn't the case. But, like I said earlier, I am the last one to have the cotton ripped off out of my eyes, so stupid me for thinking that I could actually like someone. Egg on my face. Only thing is now that once Eskel's done with her tonight, she doesn't have anyone to help pick her up.
That's not fucking true.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys will go ahead and pick her up and let her continue this cycle over and over again.
I'm gonna go for a walk. Or a drive.
Where?
I don't know. Does Ben still have the keys?
Yeah. Do you want them?
If you're holding them, I'm just gonna snatch them out of your hand.
I mean, he was going to give it to you, but if you try to snatch it, he's not going to give it to you. I'm sick and tired of people taking things from me without asking. You want something? Ask for it.
Can I have the keys, Ben?
What's the magic word?
Please.
Actually, it was bitch, but here you go.
That's the magic word?
No, Hayden.
Yeah,
And
it is.
as you take the car out for a drive, and Hayden learns a new vocab word, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you for joining us. I hope you had a good time, because I know these characters didn't. See you next time.